morning, kids. Today's Bal Sanskar Kendra class is focused on Man ke jeete jeet, which means winning over your mind is true victory. Once a sage went to the state council. The minister said to the sage, "O Sadhu, this is the state council. The king is sitting in the front. Bow to him." The hermit said, "O minister, ask the king, is he a king of his mind also, or is he a slave to his mind?" The king was ashamed to hear this and replied, "Indeed, I do what the mind says." The sage replied, "Listen, minister, your king is a slave to his mind, but my mind is under my control and hence my slave. Hence your king is a slave to my slave. So how and why should I salute to your king? Your king is dependent." The hermit's words had a deep impact on the king. Hearing these words of Sant Shri, the king rose from the throne and fell at his feet. Sant Shri preached to the king that whoever has conquered his mind has conquered the whole wide world. He is the king of the kings. He is the emperor of emperors. Hence, kids, there is tremendous power in the mind. It is such a horse that if it is restrained, it reaches its destination very quickly. But without a bridle, it will fall into the dark bushes. Whatever your mind pleases, whether it's ice cream, watching a movie, browsing away on your cell phone, becoming involved in unnecessary arguments, do not do it. You must have heard the saying, "Idle mind is devil's workshop." So keep your mind engaged in some good work. Be it reading good books, listening to satsang, kirtan, chanting, going for a walk in the open air, exercising, serving in the sage's ashram by doing seva. Pujya Babuji says, the mind should be restrained and trained. "O my mind, you are the embodiment of the divine light. Recognize your source." Let's start today's Bal Sanskar class by remembering Pujya Gurudev. Pranayam time. All the children will do TANKA VIDYA.
Take a deep breath through both the nostrils and hold for some time. Now releasing the breath, do the japa of Om without opening the mouth, with your head moving up and down in a manner that it gives pressure on the larynx. The process should be continued till the breath is completely exhaled. It can be practiced twice or thrice. Benefits: the lung capacity and immunity power is enhanced by this experiment. Diseases related to thyroid are cured. Japa and meditation done after this exercise provides extra benefits. It opens the door of Ida and Pingla nerves and awakens Sushumna nerves, as also the Vishuddhakya Kendra.
Om chanting. Now all the children will chant Om.
Om 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 Prabhu Om Om Om.
Children, now all of us will do TRATAK. TRATAK increases our concentration and memory power. story time. Children, it's story time now on Man Ke Jeete Jeet. Today we will tell you a story of the sadhana period of our revered Gurudev, Sant Shri Asharamji Bapu. Revered Bapuji's Gurudev, Swami Shri Leela Shaji Maharaj, had ordered Bapuji to go to Disa ashram and pursue his sadhana, but environment was unfavorable. Hence his spiritual practice was disturbed. Pujya Bapuji says that our mind plays tricks on us, and hence we are all engulfed with numerous thoughts where we wish to do sadhana but under the most favorable conditions. Such thoughts came to his mind too, and hence he wrote a letter to his Guruji stating, "There are huts around the ashram in Disa, and the children swearing using profane language can be heard. There is disturbing noise throughout the day. If you permit, there is a secluded cave on the banks of Narmada river. Should I go there and pursue my spiritual practice?" Guruji replied in the letter, "No, stay where you are." Okay, as the master orders. But there was no end to the obstacles. There were dogs that barked throughout the night. There were boys who would yell throughout the day. Even on the walls they would write obscene language with coal. I used to think, how am I to continue with my spiritual practice here? How will I attain God? And hence, once again, I wrote a letter to Guruji. The dogs barked all night long. The hut which is here was also built by a politician, and it was a part of his conspiracy to grab the land. When his opponents raised the voice, only then did he write your name outside the abode, Shri Leela Shaji Bapu Ashram. Guruji replied in the letter, "When dogs bark, just assume that they're chanting Om, and whatever the politician does is his karma, for which he will be paid in the future. But you stay right there." And I stayed there for 7 years in Disa ashram, in the midst of all the adversities, obeying to my Guruji's orders. Then I came to know that if I had disobeyed Guruji's orders, even a little, it would have been similar to becoming a monk but still empty-handed, or becoming a priest of some small monastery or a temple, or a head of some ashram. It is so rare that anyone can truly experience the divine. Why? Because there is subtle veil of ignorance, of illusion of the mind. So see, children, from this story we learnt that while doing sadhana, the mind tempts and tricks in many ways by becoming a deceiver. But the one who considers his or her Guru's command as paramount and remains firm in his or her Guru's command, only he or she can attain God realization. That is why one should never disobey Guru's command by following and giving in to the trickeries of the mind. Playtime. Now we will play a game of concentration and agility. All the children will stand in 2 lines facing each other at a distance like a rival. The younger child will stand in front of the younger child and the older child will stand in front of the older child. A piece of cloth or handkerchief will be placed between the two children. Now the teacher will speak the names of the parts of the body. The part which the teacher mentions has to be touched with both their hands. While speaking the names of the organs, the teacher will say the word cloth in the middle. Then immediately that cloth has to be picked up. The one who picks up the cloth quickly will be the winner. And the same action will be repeated. Like knees, shoulders, forehead, clothes, feet, eyes, clothes. We will play the same game 20 times. The one who will be able to lift the cloth most times quickly will be the winner. The second and the third winners behind her. Glory of Indian culture. Culture Suvash. Importance of circumambulation. Children, you must have done parikrama of the people of the Tulsi in the temple. Do you know why we circle around the people plant or the Tulsi plant? Wherever the idol is worshipped, wherever there is a revered tree, wherever there is a place of abode of a great holy man, or where the power drop of a cosmic great holy man has taken place, there is a divine influence for some distance. The person who performs the pradakshina or parikrama or revolving at these holy places absorbs the divine energy. It develops the positive energy of the person. At the same time, a cosmic sound is created by the lighting of the lamp, sound of bells, and continuous chanting, due to which the sins, sadness, and faults of human beings start to disappear and the mind becomes pure. The restless mind automatically merges with the divine. It starts to settle down, and meditation flourishes in him. Similarly, parents, gurus, and holy great men should also be done parikrama as we start imbibing their virtues. Progressive vision. The easiest and best way to get rid of the clutches of the mind is to reach in the company of a capable Sadguru. Serve them wholeheartedly. It is difficult to serve the worldly beings because their desires have no transcendence or end, whereas the Master will be satisfied with only a short service because he has no desire at all. Go in the company of such a Master, listen to his teachings and meditate on him. In the company of a capable Sadguru, you will get the knowledge of Brahman. Your mind will be purified by Brahma Vidya. Your mind will become peaceful. With the purification of the mind, the vision of Brahma will be confirmed. Even before there was Brahma, later there will be Brahma. Remove the middle, the false illusion of the world. Health tips. Tonsils should never be operated. Tonsils are found exclusively in children. By consuming sweets, cold food, ice cream, chocolate, or sleeping during the day, tonsils become swollen by collecting phlegm in the throat. This causes pain in the throat, cough, itching, difficulty in eating and drinking, and sleeping. Due to frequent tonsils, many doctors recommend a surgery. But the surgery of tonsils should never be done. By doing so, the vitality of the child decreases. The body of the person who has undergone tonsil surgery remains weak, is always fatigued, and hence keeps falling sick again and again. Remedies. Children who have tonsils should not consume ice cream, soda, chocolate, refrigerated water, sweets, peppermint, cookies, and they should develop their willpower and refrain from consuming the above mentioned food items. Drink boiled water when it is lukewarm. Gargle with hot water. Make a paste of ground turmeric in hot water and apply it on the outer part of the throat. Mix in half a teaspoon of turmeric powder with a little honey and consuming it provides relief. If the tonsils are not cured using these home remedies, then there is a cure for it in Ayurveda. Take Ayurvedic medicines after consulting a good doctor, but refrain from getting any surgery done. Do's and don'ts. There should be a Tulsi plant in the house, because having a Tulsi plant at home, love, happiness and prosperity keeps increasing at home. Tulsi leaf should be used in Shraddha rituals, due to which the ancestors are satisfied and they can proceed to Vishnu Lok. By keeping a Tulsi plant, the vastu defects of the home are removed. Before using any valuable item, mixing turmeric with Ganga Jal and sprinkling it on this new valuable item makes it last longer. Yogasan, Dhanurasana. This asana shapes the body like a bow, hence it is called as Dhanurasana. Benefits. Dhanurasana reduces abdominal fat and is beneficial in constipation, gas, stomach ailments. Chest pain is relieved. The trembling in the hands and feet stop and the food is digested easily and properly. This asana is also beneficial for women as it removes menstrual disorders and diseases of the uterus. Method. Lie down on your stomach on a blanket lying on the ground. Keep your feet together. Now bend both the legs at the knees. Take both the hands back and hold both the feet by the ankles. Holding hands, pull the legs tightly and slowly. Try to move your head backwards as much as you can. The eyes should always remain upwards and backwards. The weight of the whole body will remain only on the navel region. The torso above the waist and the entire legs below the waist will be bent upwards. Afterwards, open the hands and take the feet and head back to the original position. Initially, do this asana for 5 seconds, gradually increasing the time to 3 minutes. Homework time. Children, now Shraddha Paksh is going on, and for the purpose of Shraddha Paksh, all the children will continue the recitation of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita and will offer its virtue to their ancestors. On the day of Shraddha, feed bread to the cow, grain to the birds and bread to the dog. Let your Bal Sanskar teachers know which of these homework activities were conducted by you on a daily basis. Question and answer time. Question number 1. What is the biggest victory or gain? Question number 2. What was the answer given by Swami Leela Shaji Maharaj to Babaji's letter? Question number 3. What happens when you do good deeds? Question number 4. What is the best way to get rid of the clutches of the mind? Question number 5. What are the benefits of doing parikrama of the holy place? Question number 6. Whose parikrama increases our virtues? Question number 7. What home remedies should be done in case of tonsils? Question number 8. Mention any 2 benefits of Tulsi. Question number 9. Mention any 2 benefits of Dhanurasana. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. With this, today's Bal Sanskar class concludes, and the children will meet again next week with a new knowledge enhancing topic. Till then, Hari Om.